If I love you, ain't nobody gonna have you. I'm gonna make you miserable. I'm gonna chase that out. I'm gonna chase your around. Shit, I'm one of them. If I love you, ain't nobody gonna have you. That.
He is now, as far as I'm concerned, hit damn near rock bottom.
He posted a video of her in a negative light, and she is now suing him.
Shit, man, I gotta work for the government. Where can I legally kill? Because I'm coming for you, mother.
To cause me so much pain.
Because I would get my money.
AngelaReliford, who is an accuser of Chris Brown.
As soon as I can. Might be 20 years from now. Laugh, laugh, hee, hee, ha, ha.
So acting is my thing.
Check my IBMD, darling, okay?
How do you feel about Rihanna?
Can I begin? Bitch, don't try me. I am Rihanna.
He seems like one of these young, entitled rich guys who's never been told no. And he also seems like the type that doesn't respect women.
Like I said, even the Kardashians, like other people know I used to go by Karma Kardashian and still on my Cash App and stuff.
Being alleged that Chris banned all black girls from one of his recent Hollywood party shops.
They said no black girls allowed. They're literally handpicking these white girls. Black girls allowed. No black girls allowed.
But I just can't take away from him being a soundtrack of my life.
Chris Brown arrested after woman claims that he threatened her with a gun.
To see so many black women, but specifically dark-skinned black women, continue to support him. Because y'all are standing in solidarity with someone who would only stand next to you in order to literally punch you in the jaw.
I'm inside, I'm honest, I'm Snow White, I'm Cinderella.
Where the hell that bitch live at?
He's trying to make sure we ain't here tearing
Okay,
his mama up.
y'all need to know she got a man.
What are you doing?
She got a man.
April shootout. Everybody come back to the Discord. We'll come back to the Discord, and quote unquote April is like the mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? So let's
right.
Because Chris got to keep his hand clean. There's also a street team. There's people with his aunts, him, you know, the people he works with, and it's a thing. So that's what happened, man. I'm telling you, it's so deep. Why am I the stalker?
Like, did you spend a lot of money getting into VIP sections and get in close proximity to him?
She's obsessed with me. She want me. It's like, nah, I know what's up, and you know.
Chris Brown is disgusting for how he treats women.
So I'm gonna let y'all read between the lines. So when certain stuff would happen, like there was an issue with that girl from 3LW. When we in the Discord, one of the mods or people who's close to him who call him, you got like Dean and everybody who's close to him, they would go to the Discord and be like, oh, this person is an issue, 3LW chick is talking shit, and then we all will go and drag her. You know what I'm saying? Why am I the stalker? You were a stalker because you attended an open house that was next door to one of his properties.
She was beautiful.
About that, the second time I came, okay, I videotaped it because it's like, okay, this is cool. I got to a part where I could see, you know, his art, and I'm like, dang, as a fan, I look at his graffiti, like, I'm a fan. I'm like, this is a once in a time, like, this is cool.
So you're a super fan.
Why am I the stalker?
Right.
You never asked. That's all that matters.
Right. I don't know what to say about him other than to give you the information and to be glad that
something that people were ridiculing you about. They were trying to say that you were a man or you were transgender.
You look like a faggot.
Do you still, or have you ever wanted that dick? You said what now?
If I take a shot. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bellucci.
And I'm Rico Bellucci.
And this is the Urban Binge. We discuss hot topics and viral news. Today we are talking with AngelaReliford, who is an accuser of Chris Brown. She is one of the most recent accusers of him being disrespectful or having negative behavior towards women, in the sense that he posted a video of her in a negative light, and she is now suing him for said video. So we're going to speak with her, and we're going to see what her perspective is and where she stands in this situation.
Before we get started, guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do not forget and follow us everywhere at the Urban Binge. I have to say that there, you know, a lot of people feel like her lawsuit is frivolous, but I read it myself, and honestly, I did feel that way in the beginning. I don't feel that way anymore after reading her lawsuit. It was very articulate. It made a lot of sense. So she's suing Sony. She's also suing, I forgot the other label. Is it RCA? I can't think of what it is. But she's suing both of them because they, they basically aid in him continuing this, this ability to bully or be aggressive towards people and even continue this fame. He wouldn't be going on tours and continuing all of this, is what she's saying, if it were not for the money machine behind him. So she's suing for $15 million for defamation of character, and I forgot what else she said she was suing for. But all in all, her lawsuit makes a lot of sense. She does not have an attorney. I think she has legal representation now, but from my understanding, she's doing it all on her own. She said she was doing it all on her own. And the lawsuit is like 25 pages long, 20 pages long. And she laid it all out, his address and everything. So I think this conversation with her is going to be good. At first, I didn't feel like it was worth it, but you know, maybe it is. So without further ado, right?
We will introduce Angela, Miss AngelaReliford. And hi, Angela.
Hi. Oh my God. Wait, all my thighs out. Wait, this is not live, right?
No,
this is not live.
So,
I like your outfit, by the way.
I know.
I was working out. I had to change. I was all classy for y'all earlier. I said, look.
Yeah, I think I seen you on Instagram earlier, and I seen your outfit, and I was just like, oh my God, I like your outfit. Yes, the one you had on before is what you mean.
Yeah. I still change.
No. You look great. I like both of them, but it is what it is. It's still serving body. Believe that. So.
All right, let's go, girl. I'm ready.
Okay, so Angela, you most recently were talked about by a lot of different bloggers, vloggers, anybody that has anything to do with Chris Brown, I would say, or as a Chris Brown fan, in regards to them saying that you were a stalker and him posting a video that was rotating that depicted you in that light.
The one that Beyonce fired, she finally have a chance. She was been mad since February, and Chinese New Year was wearing red, and Knuckle You Buck came on. I guess I got the club crunk, but I'm just being myself. God damn, I'm not competing with you. I'm not trying to be a better dancer than you, Miss Professional Dancer who dances for Chris Brown and Beyonce. I haven't been in professional school. I'm not a backup dancer for a celebrity. I'm just fucking, oh, this song is good. Let me get up and dance.
You are now suing him because of that. And although he didn't create the video, it entailed one of your mugshots from a wrongful arrest where the charges were dropped. And he used that with a caption, scary, to post on his own Instagram page for all of his fans to see. And you are now in a legal process in order to tell your story about how that affected you. So could you please explain to us, firstly, when you became a Chris Brown fan?
Okay, well, I became a Chris Brown fan in the very beginning, OG Team Breezy, 2005, Run It and all that, I was there. So I was at home on 106 in Park voting, when he was battling out with Little Bow Wow for #1. I've been with Free and AJ, okay, like I was calling as soon as I got home, running the bus because I wanted him to win. So I've been there.
Okay.
So you're a super fan, and we don't ask your age, right? So let's try.
We're just gonna use that as a point of reference so people can understand where we are in life. But
right.
You never asked.
That's all that matters.
Right. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So along with that, people often don't realize that celebrities are people and they have flaws. And there were a lot of things that came about aside, we all know, everyone knows about the Rihanna situation, but aside from that, there were a lot of other issues that women in specific had with Chris Brown, whether it was public ridicule or them saying he can't come to his them saying they can't come to his VIP section, or
The big girls.
yes, or the dark skinned ones as well, that he doesn't like.
R&B singer Chris Brown, y'all, they say he is getting blasted all across social media, y'all. It's being alleged, y'all, that Chris banned all black girls from one of his recent Hollywood parties, y'all.
Basically, we were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. Hey, my leg. We were supposed to go and see Chris Brown. We got there was thousands of girls lining up there, like thousands of girls. And they're not getting in. And we were supposed to be on the VIP guest list. I will give you guys a don't go to fucking what's it called? Proud whatever.
They forgot to tell us black girls ain't allowed.
Now, it's being reported, y'all, according to one of the women at the event, she said after she was allowed into the party, Chris confronted her, the beautiful chocolate woman, and rudely asked her to leave the event. Now, they're saying, y'all, that, you know, two of the girls were light-skinned, and one of them was white. And they're saying, y'all, that she claimed that Chris spotted the three girls and walked over to confront them. She also said that Chris walked up to her and looked at her girls and said, you could get in, but told the dark-skinned girl that she could not get in because no darkies was allowed, y'all.
They said no black girls allowed.
They're literally handpicking these
no
white girls.
Black girls allowed. No black girls allowed. What do you guys have to say?
London, you are shagging my life. Yeah? Shag. Chris Brown, what happened to Chris Brown, man?
Oh my Chris Brown is
that big Chris Brown. He's Chris Black. It's Chris Black. What do you mean?
If you don't laugh, you cry.
You cry.
Now, they're saying the woman continued. I kept walking, she said, because I was like, but Chris became agitated and repeated to the women in an aggressive tone, I said no darkies. Now, they're saying the woman ended by saying, and then she was literally escorted off the property, y'all. And she said he just threw out the party, y'all.
Nah.
Upon all the money that Chris Brown has made in
I
this
swear.
concert,
They only
buy me new jacket, new dress. You pay for all my Uber that I don't take back and forth, back and forth.
Guys, they're only letting white things.
Your body speaks.
I'm not racist, innit? I'm not racist, but
your body lie
speaks to me.
And you know, a lot of people say that happens. Stuff like that happens to people, you know, women, if you, or to men as well. You know, dog and somebody want people light at the party because they want to make the party bright and stuff. They eliminate you from the party. And she said that this is what happens. So we just have to keep all parties lifted up in our prayer, God, that this doesn't happen.
You know, that's really hurtful because, you know, sisters be going through so much stuff dealing with other races and ethnicities as it is. And I just hope and pray, you know, that something like this is not true. And I don't know that to be a Chris Brown's character to do something like that.
He seems like one of these young, entitled, rich guys who's never been told no. And he also seems like the type that doesn't respect women.
I love you. Ain't nobody gonna have you. I'm gonna make you miserable. I'm gonna chase that out. I'm gonna chase your around. Shit.
Guys, now we're going to Libertine. We don't know if we're gonna be getting in or not. My shoe gave up on me, so I took off my shoe. But this night is a night. This night is, I don't know, it's a night.
But I wonder if it's on video, if that could be proven, because if that's true, that's real heartbreaking, you know?
Rick, I was just saying, is this really 2021? Like, is this really happening?
Because if anybody else take up for black men and take up for people and put themselves on the line as black women, we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't for sisters. And that's hurtful. To even think of something like that, somebody doing something like that, you know?
Yeah. That was the thing. And among other things, there was sexual assault and some other allegations.
Which is why you don't fuck
are.
with him and like him. So anytime, baby, think you
no, I can't. I'm
like,
sorry. I want to hear the original version. We're not listening. No. But I do.
Nothing, Chris.
I don't hate Chris Brown. But I do feel like people often try to separate the person from what they do, the artist from what they do, like R. Kelly. And they still want to listen to his music, support him. All the stuff that he's doing in jail, and he's releasing music and all remixes and all this stuff. Like, I'm not for all that. I believe that if you are a person who has done things, a regular person on the street, we would disavow them. We wouldn't continue to support them, you know, if it was someone on the street who did something. So I feel like when you find out that a celebrity is doing something as well, you should probably rescind your fandom, I'll just say. So that's what I did. And from what I hear, if he was in your front yard throwing a lemonade stand, then you wouldn't show up from one of your previous interviews. So I think that you probably have the same stance, that because of things that you've experienced from Chris Brown in your personal life, that you've now become a person who's no longer a fan.
Every time a black girl supports Chris Brown, an angel loses her wings. And every time that woman is a dark-skinned black woman, that angel loses her mind. Because after years of well-substantiated, well-documented instances where he commits harm against other people, but specifically black women, coupled with his own verbal confirmation that he doesn't like dark-skinned black women, we all continue to stand there. It makes no sense. And sometimes great people do bad things, and sometimes bad people do great things. But I can't tell you the last song Chris Brown had to earn this much support in 2023. Like, public places are still playing his songs from the 2010s because that's the last time he had a hit that wasn't to someone's face. Like, it's actually crossed the line from deeply upsetting to just confusing to see so many black women, but specifically dark-skinned black women, continue to support him. Because y'all are standing in solidarity with someone who would only stand next to you in order to literally punch you in the jaw.
And just for clarification, that video actually came out like literally less than 48 hours before this. I call it a smear campaign on his page. So I do feel like it was retaliation. And I did kind of say that I wasn't going to go back out to any more of his events just because of the crowd it brings and how they act. And that's just not my crowd. So yeah, so that's what I was saying pretty much. I won't necessarily say that I'm not a fan. Like, it's hard to, like, you see how people separate, and I get what you're saying. Moving forward, I'm not going to be as much of a fan as I was, but I just can't take away from him being a soundtrack of my life from, like, high school to up into, unfortunately.
Exactly. You can't take away his musical talent. That's true.
But moving forward, I must say, I do feel differently when I hear his music, even on the radio. It's just, it's something has changed, definitely.
Correct. So I feel you, because I can listen to the old Chris Brown, but the new stuff it hits differently.
Well,
And,
I feel like people should realize that about R. Kelly. I mean, there are a lot of people out here who still listen to R. Kelly and don't really put the two together. The fact that
even after I
these
admit
songs might have been about little girls, but I feel that way about R. Kelly. The way she feels about Chris Brown, and Jay is probably like, "Oh, so you're gonna tell everybody that right now?" I really do. I still play R. Kelly, and I cannot lie about it, because I like good singing, and you cannot. The man can sing. R. Kelly can sing.
He can definitely
and
sing.
if you like good singing and you study runs and riffs and all that kind of stuff, then it's hard to not listen to good singers like Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, Kim Burrell, B. Slade, So I love R. Kelly, and I just wish that people would be more open about saying it the way you are right now. Like, that's very, very honest. And it goes along with your lawsuit. So I read through your lawsuit, and remember, I text you and I asked you, did you do this all on your own? Because it is very articulate. It is very laid out. And of course, we spoke to you earlier, unfortunately, but I'm saying unfortunately it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. But what made us stand out? What made us stand out? Because we somehow stood out, and it's probably because Jay's comment. If anybody see the arguing that the Urban Binge does in the comment section, it's Jay.
What did the comment
So what
say?
was
I
it
made a
that made
comment
us stand out
that
for you to come here with us?
What did the comment say? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either. You gotta tell me. It's been a couple of days.
I made a comment about the Chris Brown I said that with the trying to act like he's Karuchi's daddy, hopping in the car with her after they broke up, and literally kicking a girl off of his tour bus and snatching the girl's phone and allegedly punching her. All those disrespectful incidents of women being done a certain type of way just because his name is Chris Brown and he gets away with it. I just felt like, why would you still support him? What is going on? Why are you guys still doing this? But
that was your comment.
That was my comment. I guess that was more in regards to what the article tried to insinuate about you. Not so much, I said this earlier, not so much facts. They were just trying to put the narrative out there that this was a craze fan and child, y'all know what she doing now. And I actually went and did a lot of research on my own. And that's what got my interest into this situation. So I just wanted to tell everybody where I put my foot in first, and then it went from there, I guess.
So what made us stand out? What made you want to talk to us and not nobody else? I mean, I ain't gonna say not nobody else, but what made you want to come here and clear this up like this?
Like, I'm big on energy, and you know, the way, even going back in the comments and stuff like that, like even what she said, it's like I love people, I love free thinkers. Like right now, especially with social media, it's such a sheep mentality. And even when she posted, she's like, okay, so like she low key saying, okay, y'all gonna call her a stalker, but wasn't Buddy just following Shawty though? Did he get a 5-year restraining order, not just on one girlfriend, but the other girlfriend that he cheated on that girlfriend? It's like, come on, and it's you. We just calling her a stalker. Why? You know, we go to her page. She's clearly acting. So what really is the problem? What happened? So I could pick up on that, and that's when I was like, you know, I followed y'all, and y'all reached out, and we reached out. I said, boom, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Okay, so wait, he was following you?
Oh, he did when I was on OnlyFans. He followed me in 2021. I got the screenshots, but
you explained that you did this whole lawsuit on your own. You wrote all of that on your own. But I wanted to say that you also told us some things that you didn't even add lawsuit. It just goes to show how articulate and smart you are, because you still told us some things that you could have added in there when you talked to us earlier, and you did not add it. I didn't see that in the lawsuit. So you did a really good job.
You're breaking up.
Where are you going, Dad?
Out. Now that I'm living as a woman, I can say whatever I want to men and they can't hit me. Hey, Joe, how's the suspension going?
So what's up, Peter?
I just wanted to tell you that I'm the one who planted the evidence that got you suspended.
What? I'm gonna kill you!
Woman.
Oh, right.
Hey, Chris Brown, I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of your music. This is just gonna make me listen more. Oh, hey, Ray Rice, would you mind pressing lobby?
Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably just talk to you like this. I don't know. You probably hear me far away. Do I sound far away?
You do sound far away. And I heard you up to the point of you saying I didn't add certain stuff into the lawsuit that I'm thinking about I update and do now.
But you can go ahead and you can go ahead and talk to that if you want to, because I think that was smart of you. And I also think you have a case based off what I read. And I know a lot of people probably think you don't have a case. Of course, he has a lot of fans. If you compare how many people vote for the president, you know, and look at how many people follow him, it's like it's damn near more people follow him than who go vote for the president.
I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state and is also best friends, and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that that would be investigated and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America.
I mean, what do you say to the people who probably say your lawsuit is bullshit, it's full of shit, girl, like, girl, please, you just trying to get some money. You know, the people that are, you know, saying stuff like that. And the people who, you know, watch your live and see you saying stuff like, when I get my money up, I'm gonna get them bitches.
Bitch, you've been waiting for this moment? Like, she's a loser. They're fucking get on my nerve. I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit. I just snap. Like, I'm so happy. Boy, I see why people get guns and run up in the motherfucking dog. I kept looking at everybody. I was remembering everybody's face. Man, wait till I get my money right. I don't care what I gotta do. If I gotta join a gang, if I gotta do some mob shit, I don't care. Because these niggas, I can say it, because you go with the wrong crew, you don't go to jail.
So just clear that up to the people, because they're all over these blogs saying everything, coming up with their own scenario about you and the situation. So you clear it up yourself.
Shit, man, I gotta work for the government. Where can I legally kill? Cause I'm coming for you motherfuckers as soon as I can. Might be 20 years from now. Laugh, laugh, hee, hee, ha, ha. I'm so happy. Boy, I see why people get guns and run up in the motherfucking dog.
Okay, so thank you so much for this opportunity first to explain myself. But first and foremost, my Instagram is not a description of who I am as a person in my personal life. Like before this situation, people didn't know how much of a fan I was of Chris Brown. Like I didn't talk about it every day. Like it was social media is really like for most people just my escapism. You know, I grew up back in the day. It was like MySpace and dial up and AOL and stuff. Over here telling my age. So back when I was introduced to the internet, it wasn't like how it was now. Like it was really like a place where you can just be whomever you wanted to be. And that goes to what you're saying about when you get your money up and things like that. I am what's the word? Okay. I don't know the word because I'm an actress, right? And I've been pursuing acting for a long time.
So I can get me a couple of roles and gigs and get in there with Drew and Kenyon. I'm taking acting lessons because I am an actress, love. I just don't run my mouth about it like the other girls.
I have a backstage page and everything. I've went to acting classes when I was like 12 years old with John Robert Powers and John Casablanca. So acting is my thing.
Check my IBMD, darling, okay? Check my IMBD, darling, and you will see why I'm huh?
D.
IB.
D. D is in dog.
ID?
IMD.
I said IMDB. Oh. Shut up, haters.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good roles for, women of color,
Right.
or something like that. So to go to the point of what's happened, on my page, I express my talents. I'm creative. I'm acting. I was acting also in that video that was chopped and screwed up. I have videos even before then of me acting, and everything I'm doing is storytelling, funny. I'm holding.
Right.
Everything I'm doing is acting.
When you superb acting, I don't even know what you're talking about. I probably forgot. When I read it back, I look at it. Man. Man. Why you're so cute? Stop. You said you would do that. Sorry. I gotta do like CGI so you guys can see the hand of the Lord. It's his hand. His hand is on me. It's like his hand over here push me up. Move. You don't see this is what I see. This is like a bright light. It's a big hand. Like the hand, this is the width of the wrist. Stop pushing me down. What? God, what?
And yeah, Chris Brown is a part because he is my inspiration and I'm a fan, so I incorporate that too. Like Instagram is like my fun place. You get what I'm saying? And all the same time I studies for God too. So you're talking about the part where they're saying, "Oh, when I get my money right" and stuff like that. I was acting, and I was channeling the Joker. I even put that on my page, and also in that same video, I had in the live video, I had a follower who's familiar with my page say superb acting because they know on some acting. I've never said anything like that before, and all my other videos when I do, I'm storytelling. So that's who I am.
Right.
And they're taking it and trying to say that's who I am, that my page is a representation of me. No, my page is not a representation of me.
Now say what now?
That's my fun time. Like I think we talked about it earlier when I was talking about Pinky Doll. She's an
Right.
online. We know she ain't no real NPC. You know what I'm saying? But that's what
Exactly.
Fun. That's for her. Just like a comedian. You think of woulda, coulda, shoulda. Well, I forget what his name is. Everything on his page is jokes. If someone's playing piano, clip is them playing piano. I'm doing the same thing. It's just I'm such a good actress.
Yes, God. Nessa girl.
That people are taking it as it being my character. And that's the problem. The way that they're cutting in and screwing it. It's just like if you talk about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and Mr. and Mrs. Smith, how stupid would I look to try to go, talk about domestic violence and Brad Pitt needs to be arrested? I look stupid because he's acting.
Right.
So that's the whole misconception. And I have videos before that of me acting. So I'm not just coming up with it out of my, what. It's proof on my page. People really wanted to know. They would have done the research, but they just wanted to run with this story and smear my name, and that's why there's a lawsuit.
To get up and dance she put a microphone to her ass. You can hear it clap. I'm like,
So I'm sorry, Jake. One more thing to the lawsuit. You filed in 2 places, or somehow it got in 2 places. Could you explain how it got 2 places and why, and what you're doing with that?
To my knowledge, I did file in Nevada, and I was pursuing filing in California as well. But to my knowledge, the California one didn't go through, but I got to check and see. But I'm doing Nevada because that is Chris Brown's most recent place of residence. But he does still own the Tarzana location, and I think he shows, footage and stuff online, and I think he recently was in Coachella and he was like outside his house or whatever. So that's when I'm like, okay, well then let me do Tarzana, because at this point he's been evading service. You know what I'm saying? I've already attempted with the sheriff, and I attempted with
Oh, really?
Huh?
No, I said, oh, really? I'm
Yeah.
surprised that you've already tried to serve him. Wow.
Yes, it's been going on since January. I'm trying to serve him, and I have all the documentation. I even have it on my page. It's like they go to his home, and it's like this home male residence in the house. Almost this the wrong house. You know this your house. That's why I put it on blast. Why you playing? But if you want to say it ain't your house, then there's no issue. I'm gonna post it online. It's too many games. I mean, you did it. You're a grown man. This is your platform. You supposed, in my opinion, from my opinion, you a boss, man. You doing this. You in our age range, or younger, or whatever you told you our peers. You got this whole empire. So you gotta deal with the consequences of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Let's just go to court, win or lose. I ain't got nothing to lose at this point. Let's just.
So I'll let the judge decide.
The naming, I think RCA and the label in it.
Yes, I did also name the CEO of RCA Records and the CEO of Sony Music in the lawsuit as well, because they facilitate his career. They distribute his music. They platform him. They support him. They support his career. It's because of them signing him and being there before him as Sony and RCA that he's able to be this person and have this voice and have this vehicle, which was unfortunately used to cause me so much pain.
Because I would get my money.
So, could you explain to us a little bit about why you didn't change your Instagram handle?
Well, before the viral moment, like about 48 hours before the viral moment, I was speaking after the event. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna change my name. It's documented. It's on my page. I'm gonna just do this and move on with my life. And I did change my name. Instagram gives you 14 days to change it back. So I did. Then within like I said, after the 48 hours, that viral happened, and it's going everywhere. And that username, Chris Brown's wife 77, because they need to use that. They need to spin it to make me seem crazy. It won't allow it to be a homage or of me being a fan all these years. No, I have to be obsessed. I have to think I'm his wife. It's crazy. But when that happened, I was like, dang, now I ain't got no choice. I have this screen name because it's associated with me. If I change the screen name right now, you know how quick someone would get and start spinning a narrative for me. Like now they put me in a situation where I'm walking away, I'm good, I'm done, and that's proof in the pudding. July 5th, July 6th, and July 7th. July 5th was the event. He had 3 events in Atlanta. July 5th, I went. I came home. I talked mess about it. All July 6th, I talked mess.
I'm just being myself. God damn, I'm not competing with you. I'm not trying to be a better dancer than you. Man, wait till I get my money right. I don't care what I gotta do. If I gotta join a gang, if I gotta do some mob shit, I don't care. Because these niggas, I can say it, because if you go with the wrong crew, you don't go to jail. Miss Professional Dancer who dances for Chris Brown and Beyonce. Shit, man, I gotta work for the government. Where can I legally kill? Because I'm coming for you motherfuckers as soon as I can. Might be 20 years from now. Laugh, laugh, hee, hee, ha, ha. I'm so happy. Boy, I see why people get guns and run up in the motherfucking dog. Get up and dance. She put a microphone to her ass. You can hear it clap. I'm like... I'm not I haven't been in professional school. I'm not a backup dancer for a celebrity. I'm just fucking, oh, this song is good. Let me get up and dance. And she
he had another event. I did not go. And then July 17th event, I did not go because I was done and I approved it. And then by July 8th, I'm a stalker online. No, man. So now I have to keep my page. I have to keep my platform because it's associated with this, and it's working out for my benefit. Because look, people like you guys are finding me. Other people are finding me. So can you imagine if I change my name? Who y'all gonna find? You see?
I'm tired of this shit. What's up? Even like Bucko, Chris, I guess Chris security, whatever, and I saw a hoodie looking at me, whatever. I'm like, whatever, like, what's up? I don't give a fuck. Somebody bust a fucking move! You know what I mean? Bust a move! Bust a move! Y'all with all this fucking psychological warfare, nigga. Bust a move. Show me how you really feel.
April shootout. Everybody come back to the Discord. We'll come back to the Discord and quote unquote April is like the mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? So let's say
Right.
because Chris gotta keep his hand clean. There's also a street team. There's people with his aunts, him, the people he worked with, and it's a thing. So that's what happened, man. I'm telling you, it's so deep. Why am I the stalker?
Like, did you spend a lot of money getting into VIP sections and get in close proximity to him?
She's obsessed with me. She want me. It's like, nah, I know what's up, and you know.
Chris Brown is disgusting for how he treats women.
So I'm gonna let y'all read between the lines. So when certain stuff would happen, like there was an issue with that girl from 3LW. When we in the Discord, one of the mods or people who's close to him who called him, we got like Dean and everybody who's close to him, they would go to the Discord and be like, oh, this person is an issue, 3LW chick is talking shit, and then we all will go and drag her. You know what I'm saying? Why am I the stalker?
You were a stalker because you attended an open house that was next door to one of his properties. She was beautiful.
About that, the second time I came, I videotaped it because it's like, okay, this is cool. I got to a part where I could see, his art, and I'm like, dang, as a fan, I look at his graffiti, like I'm a fan. I'm like, this is a once in a time, like this is cool.
So you're a super fan.
Why am I the stalker?
Right.
You never asked.
That's all that matters.
Right.
I don't know what to say about him other than to give you the information and to be glad that
something that people were ridiculing you about. They were trying to say that you were a man or you were transgender.
You look like a faggot.
Do you still or have you ever wanted that dick? You said what now?
What if I take a shot?
I'm just being myself. God damn nerve. I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit. I just snap. Like, I'm so happy. Boy, I see why people get guns and run up in the motherfucking dog. I kept looking at everybody. I was remembering everybody's face. Man, wait till I get my money right. I don't care what I gotta do. If I gotta join a gang, if I gotta do some mob shit, I don't care. Cause these niggas, I can say it, cause you go with the wrong crew, you don't go to jail. Shit, man, I gotta work for the government.